Hello everyone, I'm Grandmaster Thomas Luther and I'm reporting from Belgrade in Serbia. Here we are at the first Chess Olympiad for people with disabilities, and today the third round was played. 6 teams were still in the lead with 2 wins each, and in this position the team from Serbia faced the team from the Philippines. Both teams are favorites in the tournament, and in this position the black player, the strongest player of the Philippine team, Sander Severino with black, found a really great positional move with black. In this position black played the move h4 to h3. With this move somehow the white king is trapped forever and white faces terrible difficulties, even if this combination is not leading to a direct win. In a way, white could not defend the position afterwards. Of course, always there is back rank, checkmate and mating ideas against the white king. So the game continued. Rook f1, a5, a4, f5, d5, and now black just forced another weakness in the white camp, won this pawn, and of course now all the problems remained for white, and the remaining queen ending was an easy win for the player from the Philippines. After a few more moves, the game ended with queen a6, the exchange of the queens, and of course the pawn ending with pawn up is hopeless for white, and here white therefore resigned. So Team Philippines managed to win the match and is now one of the leaders with 3 wins after 3 rounds. In the match between Poland and the FIDE team, we saw a lot of interesting games. Just the FIDE team, as you may ask, is an international team where players who would otherwise not have a chance to compete in the event can play together, and all players are from different nations. Today, this team was facing Poland. Poland, the #1 seed team in this tournament and the big favorite in this tournament. Well, in this game, Paweł Piekielny from Poland, playing white, found a fantastic move to win in this position. His opponent, Natasha Morales from Puerto Rico, had to face really a difficult defense afterwards. So, okay, white to move, and as you see, black has this dangerous pass pawn, which is difficult to stop, and it looks like white should give the perpetual check with the rooks. However, white had something else. White played the move king to g5. Fantastic. This is giving the option to black just to promote the d pawn, d1 queen. However, after this, white would just play king to h6, and now is the threat of rook to h8, checkmate. Terrible, no way to stop it. Of course, the queen can give 1 check, but the pawn move would stop the checks, and then the checkmate will come soon. So impossible after king g5 to promote the pawn, but now, the only move to sort of trying a defense is rook to c6, just to give the check with the g-pawn, if the king moves to h6. I quickly show that. The defensive idea, of course, king h6 not good because of this discovered check. Of course, white didn't do this, so after rook c6, now came rook d7, stopping the d-pawn from promoting, because now there are again checkmates, and now black could not hold this position because several times after this position the checkmate was coming. Here again checkmate threats, so impossible to promote the pawn, and subsequently after a few more moves here in this position White just had a winning rook ending and the extra pawn was safely converted into a win. However, after a few more moves, as you see, there was no chance, and finally in this position Black resigned. Okay, Poland scored the third win in the third round and is now one of the leading teams of the event. The match versus India and Israel was a very exciting one. Both teams were still on 2 wins after 2 rounds, and they faced each other in the third round. Of course, the winner would be one of the leaders of the tournament. And subsequently at the end, the team from India had the better end. And in this game here between Alexei Streltsov from Israel and Kishan Ganguly from India, Black had a very nice move to decide the game in his favor. Of course, the position looks very complicated with all these pass pawns from White. However, there's a crucial weakness in Black's position. And of course, in this moment, Black played the move knight to d4. The knight, of course, attacking the rook on f3, which is very unpleasant. But after the move knight c3, actually there is another very, very unpleasant moment for White. Of course, Black took the pawn on c2 with check. The king had to move, and now Black just won the full rook on a1. However, you might think that the position is not that clear because White takes the pawn on f4, and now White has all these pass pawns. However, Black has a full rook. So the position is really not easy to play. However, the player from India, Kishan, had very good technique and managed to win this position. Let's quickly look how the game went on. Bishop e6, g4, and the strong move bishop f7, showing another moment of tactical skill. In this moment, of course, along the f-file, there is a pin, rook d7, and nothing to be done since the rook on f4 is unprotected. Knight e4 takes, check on d6, but only now knight comes back to c2, and now the dangerous pass pawn from Black decides the match. Rook e7, one check, another check, king, and of course few more moves, but Black is in a solid position just to collect the material. And after all these moves, now liquidation combination, e2 takes, king e7, and of course the knight collects the pawns on the queen side, while the king stops, of course, White's pass pawn on h5. And in this position, which is of course very hopeless for White, White resigned. This sealed the fate in the match, which India won 3-1 against Israel. Now India is one of 3 teams who is leading the competition with 3 victories after 3 rounds. So 3 rounds are played at the Chess Olympiad for people with disabilities, and now we have 3 teams in the lead who won all 3 matches. These teams are the Philippines, Poland and India. So in the 4th round, Philippines is playing Poland, while India plays Hungary. Hungary in pursuit on the 4th place. So let's see who will win in the 4th round. And of course the competition with only 6 rounds is now already halfway, so each match is decisive. Let's look forward to the games tomorrow.